Going on everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Beautiful white elderly light-skinned woman spills the beans on what it is these rich white folks are doing. All right, she is dropping the plot right now. Pay attention to it, understand it, overstand it. If you guys have not been paying attention, right, the new big bad on the planet are tech bros. All right, not big oil. All right, big oil still in there right now. Currently, they're fighting wars. Right, that's old white money. All right, old white slave indentured servant white money. That's that old money. Now you got to remember, a lot of these old rich old money people, these old money, old real estate, old this, old that. Right, a lot of them have had children. All right, and their children don't want to have nothing to do with old real estate. They don't want to do none of that shit. They're in the new age, right? They have children. They want to do tech. Just like all of our subsequent classes, our lower class, our middle class, upper middle class, they want to do something with computers. They don't want to be out in the field. They don't want to do this, right? So, you know, the rich, well-to-do, because I think people don't think about how there's an entire class of spoon-fed, rich children of rich people who are walking around with a million ideas and money to finance it, right? They don't got to go to a bank and ask for a loan. They don't have to struggle and work 2 jobs in order to get their dreams complete, to do something they want to do, right? And they also got all the connections because their daddies and their mommies are they that dude, right? Right? They up there, right? With the who's who and the what's what. So, you know, it started to create these tech bros, right? These incel psychomaniacs who control what we do on the internet and what we use, how we see things in the internet. They control all the algorithms. They control everything, right? And because of that, right, they want to take over the world because they want to, you know, they want to control everything, right? Look at all the tech. Why are all the tech companies buying up real estate? You know why? Because they need to make data centers. Because AI and robotics requires a lot more energy than the energy that we consume nowadays, right? And we're about to be spacefaring is about to be a normal thing. So you also need more data centers, right, to control all the technology that will be all AI and robotics. It's a lot of energy, and we don't produce enough of it because big oil is too busy trying to pull out old dinosaur juice out the ground, right? And they don't even want to convert to new and clean energy, right? Big tech, they would like to convert to new energy. Any way they can get their energy and power, they'll do it, right? But right now, they got to do what they got to do, as far as they're concerned, to expand. And they're also competing with each other. So there's an entire economy of tech bros, right? These guys who are born multi-millionaires, born billionaires, born with a trillion dollar family heir freaking inheritance, right? They got money on top of inheritance they ain't even got yet, right? And they got like I said, the know-how, they uncles and they friends, and all of them is in politics or in positions of power. So they can just do what they want to do. So they can make Chat GPT. They can do Gemini. They can do all these things, right? They can make a YouTube. They can make a Google. They can make things like that, right? We always say, how come there's not a black person making a YouTube like thing? Because it's hard. Because it takes billions of dollars of annual operational costs to operate, something like a YouTube. White people can't duplicate YouTube. Nobody can duplicate it, right? It's not something even a regular billionaire could duplicate because he would have to mortgage his billions of dollars just to get it running and compete with Google, who owns most IPs and assets, right? Or if a company does come up to try to compete, Google or Facebook or something like that will come and do a hostile takeover, especially if you go public. Then they can just take your company. They'll just keep buying up all the shares till they own more than 51%, and bam, they'll start making executive decisions. So it's a dog eat dog up there in the top echelons of the world, where people throw around millions of dollars like it ain't nothing while we struggling to pay our bills every 2 weeks, right? But if you notice, most of the networks are owned by the same people. Like most of your news networks are owned by the same white guy, whether it be liberal or conservative. They playing all of us for money, right? And just like that, Facebook, Instagram, uh, Reddit, all of you think, look who owns these platforms. It's some rich white dude. Some rich white dude who daddy was some goddamn hedge fund manager or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so they pretend like they did all this hard work. In reality, they just threw their money at it. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a genius. He's just rich enough to look like a genius. He's a drug head. He's a drug addict. He's a failure of a man, but he has enough money to just buy companies. He bought Tesla. He bought SpaceX. He bought Bornhole. He bought Twitter and turned it into X. He don't create or build anything. He buys companies that's already doing it, right? Making himself look like a genius. And everybody think, oh, Elon Musk, he's a genius. No, he's a piece of shit whose family got blood money from emerald mines in South Africa during apartheid. And then he takes his apartheid money and continues his global apartheid on everybody else for this because he wants more money, right? So, because, rich people don't got enough money, so they got to continue to take all the money. Like viruses, they continue to suck the life out of anybody they attach themselves to until it's dead, then they move on. That's what these billionaires do. They're the most successful criminals in global history. Yeah, all right? But anyway, I'm going to let this beautiful, white, light-skinned woman speak and listen to what she got to say. All right, tell me what you guys think in the comment sections. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So here's the entire plot. The very, very wealthy white men read the financiers, the tech bros, and the business men, the white ones, all of them. Their plan is to be in charge of the entire world and to have all other people at their service. As ridiculous as that sounds, that's it. What they want are two classes. Forget democracy, it isn't working for them. Two classes of people. Them, the very white, wealthy ones, call them the Epstein class, if you will, touched by God to be the chosen ones. And then there's the workers. Them and the workers. No middle class, no upper class, no lower middle class. There's only the serfs and the kings, the serfs and the lords. And that's their plan. How do they get to that plan? It's simple. It's a bunch of steps, and they're doing them right now all at once. And it goes like this. Oh, wait. Aside from the serfs, the men, to serve them, they want the women to service them. All women, no matter what age. Here are the steps that are already in play. One, lower wage, get rid of useless people. Get rid of useless people. Who are the useless people to them? They are the old, the disabled, the sick, the cut all aid, for instance, to children with disabilities, cut all aid to seniors, cut all aid, and cut all aids to groups that aren't going to serve you, like LGBTQ. So cut all services. Cut, as far as you can, all nonprofits that serve these groups. Attack those nonprofits. Get rid of every institution that might protect all of these classes of people who do not serve these rich people. So get rid of the press, get rid of Congress, get rid of the courts, get rid of advocacy group, get rid of nonprofits. All of those are underway. 3, get women reproducing, because there's going to be a shortage of those white men serving them and black men serving them. There's going to be a shortage of them. So there's a shortage worldwide of new babies, by the way, if you didn't know. So you got to get women reproducing. So first, of course, no abortion. Second, no birth control. 3, get them out of the workplace. Get them out of graduate schools. Get them into the house reproducing. That's the role for women in this society. Reproduce. Next, destroy public education. They're well on their way to destroying public education by ignoring, for instance, the difference between church and state, so that private institutions that serve the children of wealthy people are benefiting, and the attacks on public education have been relentless and quite successful. And finally, lower wages for everyone and raise taxes for everyone but themselves. For themselves, it's higher rewards and lower taxes. That's it. It's a many portion review of many portions, steps, all of which are happening in real time. The goal, two classes, very, 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 very wealthy, very, 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 very poor. Trump, he's just the clown in charge that can rile up the troops. He's the idiot in charge.
I pray all of the billionaires who exploit the lower class fucking die. And they get licked down, put in the ground, dug up, and then fucking told to die again. Bitch ass fuck. Fuck is you talking about? Amen.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.